The woman's hands shook as she scribbled on a napkin. 3 bikers, leather, tattoos, intimidating, were leaving the gas station. She had seconds, one chance. Her ex-cop husband was tracking her, would kill her at dawn. She had no money, no phone, nowhere to run. The note was desperate. "Please help, he's going to kill me and my kids." She slipped it into the biggest biker's pocket and walked away, praying. 3 minutes later, Reaper read it under the parking lot lights. His sister's face flashed in his mind. She died begging for help from a cop. He pulled out his phone. Code red. If this story moves you, please like and share. Courage to ask for help can save lives. Amanda Carter was running out of time. It was 11 p.m. on Route 66, middle of nowhere between Flagstaff and Needles. Her Honda Civic was overheating. The gas gauge read nearly empty. In the back seat, Tyler and Lily slept, exhausted from 3 days of running. Amanda had $50 left. No credit cards, Ryan would track them. No phone, he'd installed spyware. No friends who'd risk helping against a cop. She'd left Oakland 3 days ago, packed while Ryan was on night shift, took the kids, some clothes, and ran. Again. This was her 4th attempt in 5 years. The other 3 times, Ryan found her, dragged her back, made her pay. Last time, 3 months ago, he broke her arm, locked her in the basement for 2 days, told Tyler and Lily Mommy was sick and needed to be alone. They cried outside the door. Amanda screamed herself hoarse. Nobody came. Ryan was a police officer. 16 years on the force, respected, connected, dangerous. He had access to databases, surveillance, informants. He could find anyone. Amanda knew she was dead. Ryan had texted yesterday. Somehow he'd gotten a message through to her cousin's phone before Amanda ditched it. "I know you ran. I know where you're going. I'll be waiting. 6 a.m., Oakland, your apartment. Be there or I find you and kill you slowly." He meant it. Ryan didn't make empty threats. Amanda saw the gas station ahead. Small, isolated, perfect place to disappear or die trying. She pulled in. The Civic coughed, engine smoking. She had maybe 10 gallons capacity, $50 cash. Enough to get further, but not far enough. As she pumped gas, she noticed them. 3 motorcycles, Harleys, parked near the convenience store. 3 men in leather vests, patches on their backs, Hell's Angels. Amanda's first instinct was fear. Hell's Angels, dangerous, criminals. But then she thought, what's more dangerous than Ryan? These men were outlaws. They didn't fear police. They didn't follow rules. They were exactly who she needed. But how to ask? She couldn't just walk up. They'd ignore her, or worse. She needed something discreet, desperate, undeniable. She went inside, bought coffee with her last $5, grabbed napkins, sat in a corner booth while Tyler and Lily slept in the car. She wrote, "My ex is a violent cop. He's tracking me. He's going to kill me tomorrow at 6 a.m. I have 2 kids sleeping in my car. No money, no phone, nowhere to go. If you believe in God or anything sacred, please help me. I'm a dead woman if I can't disappear. Amanda." Her hands shook so badly the writing was barely legible, but it was honest, raw, desperate. She folded the napkin, walked outside. The bikers were getting ready to leave. Helmets on, engines starting. The biggest one, 6'5", maybe 270, beard to his chest, arms covered in ink, walked past her. Amanda acted on pure instinct, slipped the napkin into his jacket pocket, fast, subtle, then walked quickly to her car. Her heart pounded. He probably wouldn't even find it until miles away. Probably wouldn't care. Probably throw it away. But it was her only chance. She sat in the car, started the engine, prepared to keep driving. Somewhere, anywhere. 3 minutes later, movement in her rearview mirror. The big biker had stopped. He was standing under the parking lot light, reading something, reading her note. His body language changed, stiffened, alert. He pulled out a phone, made a call. His voice carried across the empty lot, loud, commanding. "Code red. I need immediate mobilization. Woman and 2 kids running from corrupt cop. Violent, homicidal. She's got 6 hours before he finds her." I need safe house, document forgers, armed escorts, and evacuation route. Now. Pause. Listening. I don't care if it's late. Call everyone. Arizona, Nevada, California chapters. This woman's dead if we don't move. And I'm not letting that happen. He hung up, walked toward Amanda's car. Amanda locked the doors. Fear surged. What had she done? The biker knocked gently. Ma'am, I'm Reaper, Vice President, Hells Angels, Arizona chapter. I read your note. I'm here to help. I need you to trust me. Can you do that? Amanda stared. This terrifying man was offering help. How do I know you're not? You don't, but you're out of options. That note was a Hail Mary. I'm your answer. Now unlock the door. We've got 6 hours to make you disappear, and we're not wasting time. Amanda hesitated, then unlocked the door. Reaper opened it carefully, looked at Tyler and Lily sleeping in the back seat. His expression softened. Kids? My son and daughter, 6 and 4. Names? Tyler and Lily. Okay. Amanda, here's what's happening. You're following me. We're going to a safe house, fortified, protected. While you're there, my brothers are arranging new identities, documents, money, transportation. You'll disappear completely. Your ex won't find you, ever, understand? Why are you helping me? Reaper's voice was hard. My sister was killed by her ex, cop abusive. She begged for help. Nobody listened. She died. I won't let that happen to you. Now start your car. Follow me. Stay close. Amanda started crying. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Save thanks for later. Right now we drive. Reaper led Amanda to a compound 30 miles off Route 66, gated, guarded, secure. The Hells Angels regional headquarters. By the time they arrived, 20 bikers were assembled, more arriving by the minute, engines roaring through the night. A woman approached, leather vest, short gray hair, confident stride. I'm Valerie, club treasurer and logistics coordinator. You're Amanda. Yes. Come inside. Bring your kids. They're safe here. Inside, the compound was surprisingly domestic. Kitchen, living room, bedrooms, nothing like Amanda expected. You thought we lived in dungeons? Valerie smiled. We're outlaws, not barbarians. This is home for members who need it. Right now, that's you. Tyler and Lily woke up confused. Mama, where are we? We're safe, babies. These people are helping us. A biker knelt down, younger guy, maybe 30, covered in tattoos but smiling gently. Hey, kids. I'm Snake. You like motorcycles? Lily nodded shyly. They're loud. Yeah, but fun. Tomorrow, if your mama says okay, I'll give you a ride. Sound good? Okay. Reaper gathered everyone in the war room, large space with maps, computers, communication equipment. Situation: Amanda Carter, fleeing ex-husband Ryan Carter, Oakland PD, 16 years, violent abuser, access to law enforcement databases and resources. He knows she ran. He's tracking her. He'll be at her Oakland apartment at 6 a.m. That's 5 hours from now. He expects to find her. When he doesn't, he'll use every resource to locate her. A biker named Axel spoke. How do we stop a cop with that much access? We don't stop him. We make her invisible. New identity, new location, clean break. He can't find what doesn't exist. Document forging takes time. We've got 5 hours. I've already called Ghost. He's the best forger in the Southwest. He's on his way. He'll have IDs, birth certificates, social security cards done by dawn. Where does she go? Montana. We've got a chapter there, rural, isolated, perfect for disappearing. They'll provide housing, employment, protection. Amanda and her kids start over. Completely. Valerie asked, what about the ex? He's a cop. He won't stop looking. We send a message. Make it clear she's under our protection. That pursuing her means consequences. Most cops, even corrupt ones, don't want war with us. They'll back off. And if he doesn't? Reaper's expression was ice. Then he learns why we're called the Hells Angels. We protect our own. Amanda asked for help. She's ours now, forever. The plan mobilized. Ghost arrived at 2 a.m. with equipment, photographed Amanda and the kids, began crafting documents. By 4 a.m. he had perfect IDs. Amanda was now Sarah Mitchell. Tyler was Ethan. Lily was Emma. These are flawless, Ghost explained. Birth certificates filed in Montana records, social security numbers legitimate, pulled from deceased infants, standard practice, driver's license, medical records, employment history. You're real, verifiable. Ryan won't find you because Sarah Mitchell doesn't connect to Amanda Carter anywhere. Amanda stared at the documents. Her new life, her escape. How much do I owe you? Nothing. We don't charge victims. Consider it justice. You're getting what you deserve. Safety. Ryan's getting what he deserves. Loss. At 5 a.m., Amanda, Tyler, and Lily were escorted to a van, reinforced, tinted windows, driven by 2 armed Hells Angels. Destination, Montana, chapter, 15-hour drive. You'll be met by Kodiak, chapter president. He's expecting you. He's already arranged housing. Small house, furnished, quiet neighborhood, job at a local diner. School enrollment for the kids. Everything ready. Amanda hugged Reaper. You saved us. I'll never forget this. You saved yourself by asking for help. That took courage. Now go. Live. Be happy. And if Ryan ever finds you, which he won't, you call us. Immediately. We'll handle it. At 6 a.m., Ryan arrived at Amanda's apartment in Oakland. Door unlocked. Apartment empty. Furniture gone. No signs of struggle. Just a note on the counter. She's gone. Protected by people who don't fear badges. Try to find her, and you disappear. Your choice. Friends of Amanda. Ryan's hands shook. He was a cop. He had resources, but the Hells Angels were beyond his reach. They operated outside the system, and they were vicious when protecting their own. He made a choice. Let her go. Move on. Survive. 2 weeks later, Amanda, now Sarah, was settling into her new life in Kalispell, Montana. Small house on 3 acres. Tyler and Lily enrolled in local school. Job at Betty's Diner. Quiet, peaceful, safe. Kodiak checked on her weekly. How you doing, Sarah? It's strange, being safe. I keep waiting for Ryan to appear, to hurt me. But he's not coming, is he? No, he knows better. You're untouchable now. Enjoy it. This is your life, your fresh start. Make it count. 1 year after escaping, Sarah received a letter. No return address. Inside, a single sheet of paper. Sarah, hope you're well. Ryan filed for divorce, didn't contest, didn't search for you. He knew better. You're free, legally and literally. Enjoy your life. You earned it. Reaper, Sarah cried. Free, truly free. After 5 years of terror, she had a future. She wrote back to the Arizona compound. Reaper, I can't thank you enough. You and your brothers saved us. I'm working full-time. Kids are thriving. We're happy. I owe you my life. Sarah. 3 years after the escape, Sarah was promoted to manager at Betty's Diner. Tyler excelled at school. Straight A's. Lily was making friends, laughing again. The nightmares were fading. Sarah even started dating Tom, a local contractor. Kind, patient. He knew she had a past, but didn't push for details. I left a bad situation, she told him carefully. Had to start over. Change everything. Takes courage, Tom said. My sister did something similar. I respect that strength. I had help, a lot of help. From people I never expected. 5 years in, Sarah and Tom married. Small ceremony at a church in Kalispell. Tyler walked her down the aisle. Lily was flower girl. Kodiak attended, representing the Hells Angels who'd saved her. After the ceremony, Kodiak hugged her. Look at you, thriving, happy, safe. That's all Reaper wanted. I owe him everything. He'd say, you owe yourself. You had the courage to ask for help. That's what saved you. At 7 years, Sarah bought Betty's Diner, renamed it Sarah's Place. She started hiring other women, some running from abuse, needing fresh starts. I know what it's like, she told one applicant, nervously explaining her situation. To need a chance, to need safety. You've got both here. Maria, fleeing an abusive boyfriend, cried, Why would you help me? You don't know me. Someone helped me when I was desperate. I'm paying it forward. That's how it works. So at 10 years, Tyler was 17, planning college, engineering. Lily was 15, bright, ambitious, both completely unaware of how close they'd come to death a decade ago. Mom, "Why did we move here?" Tyler asked one day. "I barely remember California." Sarah chose her words carefully. "We needed a fresh start, new place, new opportunities." "It worked out well, didn't it?" "Yeah, I love it here. Can't imagine living anywhere else." "Me neither, honey, me neither." Sarah's diner became a community hub. She served great food, but more importantly, she created safe space. Women in trouble knew they could come to Sarah, get help, no judgment, just support. "You're doing what the angels did for you," Kodiak told her during one visit. "Trying, they saved my life. Least I can do is help others." At 15 years, Reaper called. "Sarah, I'm riding through Montana. Mind if I stop by?" "Please, I'd love to see you." When Reaper arrived, older now, grey beard but still commanding, Sarah hugged him hard. "You look good. You look better, happy. That's all I wanted." He met Tom, Tyler, now 22 and in engineering grad school. Lily, 20, pre-med, both accomplished, both thriving. "Your mom's amazing," Reaper told them. "Bravest woman I've ever met." "She told us you saved us," Tyler said. "When I was little, don't remember much, but I know we'd be dead without you." Reaper was uncomfortable with praise. "I just responded to a call for help. Your mom's the hero. She asked. That takes more courage than answering." That night, over dinner, Reaper told Sarah about his sister Lisa, how she'd died, how he'd carried that failure for years, how saving Sarah had helped heal him. "You gave me redemption," he said quietly. "Let me save someone when I couldn't save Lisa. Thank you for that." Sarah held his hand. "Thank you for seeing my desperation and responding. You gave me life. You gave my children life. That's everything." At 20 years, Sarah's story had become legend among the Hells Angels, the woman with the note. New members heard it as example of their mission, protecting the vulnerable. Sarah spoke at the Arizona chapter anniversary. 20 years ago, I was hours from death. I wrote a desperate note. Reaper answered. He saved us. That answer changed everything. Not just for me, for the hundreds of women I've helped since. We're all here because one biker said yes. She looked at the assembled angels. Never underestimate the power of saying yes to someone asking for help. You might save more than one life. You might start a movement. 500 bikers stood, applauding, understanding. Sometimes salvation comes from unexpected places. Sometimes angels wear leather. Sometimes desperate notes change everything. Sarah proved it. Reaper honored it. And the mission continues, one desperate woman at a time, one compassionate response at a time, forever. If this story moves you, please like and share. Courage to ask for help can save lives. 10 years after Sarah's death, her legacy continued powerfully. Sarah's Hope Network operated in 12 states, 47 locations, 2,000 women helped annually, all modeled on what the Hells Angels did for her. Immediate protection, new identity, complete restart. Lily Mitchell-Chen, now 63 and a renowned trauma surgeon, directed the network's medical services. "Mom taught me that healing requires safety first. You can't recover while still in danger. We provide safety. Then everything else becomes possible." Tyler, 65 and civil rights attorney, handled legal aspects. "Mom escaped because bikers gave her new identity. We've formalized that process. Legal name changes, document assistance, protection orders, everything needed to disappear legally." The Hells Angels remained deeply involved. Every Sarah's Hope location had assigned angels chapter providing security, resources, and rapid response capability. "Sarah asked for help 37 years ago," the current Arizona chapter president explained. "That ask created our protection mission. We're not abandoning it, ever." The partnership was studied by domestic violence organizations nationwide. Community-based protection works, researchers concluded. The Hells Angels model, immediate response, comprehensive support, long-term commitment, saves lives. Traditional systems can't match this speed or effectiveness. At 20 years after Sarah's death, a documentary was made, The Note That Changed Everything. It told Sarah's story, Reaper's response, and the movement that followed. The film featured interviews with women Sarah had helped, now successful, safe, thriving, each credited her with survival. "Sarah gave me what someone gave her, a chance," one woman said. "I was running from my ex, no money, nowhere to go. Sarah's hope took me in, new identity, new location, new life. I'm alive because of her, because of Reaper, because of the angels." The documentary went viral, millions watched, donations flooded Sarah's Hope network, funding doubled, capacity expanded, but the message that resonated most was simpler: ask for help, even from unlikely sources. Salvation comes from unexpected places. At 40 years after the original escape, Tyler and Lily organized a massive celebration. 4 decades of protection, honoring Sarah, Reaper, and the Hells Angels. 3,000 people attended. Women Sarah helped, angels from 50 chapters, advocates, officials, survivors, and supporters. Tyler addressed the crowd. 40 years ago, my mother was hours from death, desperate, terrified. She wrote a note to a stranger. That stranger mobilized an army, saved 3 lives, started a movement. Today, that movement has helped over 30,000 women escape abuse. 30,000 lives saved, because one woman asked for help, because one biker said yes. Lily added, "Mom taught me courage isn't fearlessness, it's acting despite fear. She was terrified approaching Reaper, but she did it anyway. That courage saved us, inspired thousands, changed systems. That's her legacy, proving that one desperate act can transform everything." A woman approached the microphone, younger, maybe 35. "I'm Rachel, named after Reaper's sister who was killed by her abuser. My mother was helped by Sarah 20 years ago, given new identity, new start. She raised me in safety because Sarah provided escape. I'm here because Sarah asked for help, because Reaper answered, because the angels acted. Thank you, all of you." The crowd erupted. 3,000 people standing, applauding, grateful. At 50 years, the network had grown exponentially. 130 locations, 22 states, 5,000 women helped annually, staff of 400, budget of $50 million. "We're institutionalized now," Tyler told the board. "Professional, efficient, but we can't lose our roots." Sarah's hope started with a napkin note and biker compassion. That urgency, that humanity, we maintain it. Always. The Hells Angels ensured it. They embedded members in every location, not as staff, as guardians, ensuring the mission stayed true. "We're not social workers," one angel explained. "We're enforcers of safety. When women come to us terrified, we respond like Reaper did, immediately, completely, permanently. That's non-negotiable." Results proved the model worked. 50 years of operation, 85,000 women directly helped. Recidivism rate, women returning to abusers, was 3%. Industry standard was 40%. Community protection works, sociologists concluded. The angels provide what government can't: speed, commitment, and credible threat to abusers. Women trust them because they deliver. Abusers fear them because they follow through. At 60 years, Tyler and Lily were both retired but still active as advisors. Their children, Sarah's grandchildren, had taken leadership roles. Marcus Mitchell, 42, was Network's CEO. "Grandma Sarah taught me that protection is everyone's responsibility, that asking for help is strength, not weakness, that community responds when called. I'm living those lessons, ensuring this network honors her courage." Elena Chen, 39, directed legal services. Great Uncle Reaper showed that compassion transcends appearance, that scary-looking people often have the biggest hearts, that judging by actions, not looks, reveals truth. The angels look dangerous, but they're safest people vulnerable women can encounter. No. At 70 years after the original escape, only a handful of original participants remained. Most angels from that night had passed. Reaper had been gone 45 years, Sarah 37 years, but their legacy thrived. 190 locations, 35 states, 8,000 women helped annually. Over 200,000 total lives saved. The Hells Angels maintained their commitment. Fourth generation of leadership since Reaper. Same mission, protect the vulnerable. Reaper saved Sarah with a note, current members explained. That act defined us. We're not just a motorcycle club, we're protectors. That's who we are, who we'll always be. And at 80 years, Sarah's Hope Network was largest domestic violence protection organization in North America. 300 locations, all 50 states. 15,000 women helped annually. 300,000 total lives saved. The model had been replicated internationally, chapters in Canada, UK, Australia, all based on Sarah's story, all partnering with local motorcycle clubs for security. The formula works universally, organizers explained. Immediate protection, new identity, complete restart, and visible, credible deterrent to abusers. Motorcycle clubs provide that deterrent. Abusers fear them. That fear creates safety. The network had expanded services, not just escape assistance, long-term support, therapy, job training, housing, education for children, comprehensive rebuilding of lives. Sarah got new identity and location, staff explained, but she had to build everything else herself. We've formalized that support. Women get complete package, everything needed to thrive, not just survive. Results were remarkable. 80 years of operation, 300,000 women directly helped. Their children, over 400,000 kids, grew up safe. That's 700,000 lives transformed. The ripple effect is incalculable, researchers noted. Sarah's one desperate act created movement, saving hundreds of thousands. That's exponential impact. That's transformative power of community protection. At 90 years, the network celebrated its founding. 5,000 people attended, angels from 100 chapters, women helped over 9 decades, families built in safety. Marcus, now 72 and network chairman emeritus, addressed the crowd. 90 years ago, my grandmother wrote a note on a napkin. She was hours from death, desperate, terrified. A biker named Reaper read that note. He acted, immediately, completely. He saved her, saved my father, saved my aunt. That act created everything you see today. He gestured to the assembled crowd. 300,000 women helped. 700,000 lives transformed, countless families living in safety. All traceable to one note, one desperate ask for help, one compassionate response. Grandma Sarah taught us courage means asking for help. Uncle Reaper taught us compassion means responding. The angels taught us community means protecting vulnerable members. That's our mission, forever. Elena, 69, added, Great-Grandma Sarah spent 55 years helping women escape abuse. She helped 1,500 personally, inspired hundreds of thousands. Her courage asking for help created permission for others to ask. Her survival proved escape was possible. That's her gift to us, hope. We carry it forward. A woman approached the stage. Elderly, maybe 90. I'm Margaret. I was helped by Sarah 60 years ago. I was running from my husband. Violent cop. Just like Sarah's ex. She took me in personally, gave me job at her diner, helped me disappear. I've lived 60 years in safety because of her, because of Reaper, because of the angels. My children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren all exist because Sarah said yes when I asked for help. Margaret held up a photo. Young woman, 2 kids standing with bikers. This was taken the day Sarah helped me, 60 years ago. I keep it always. Reminder that angels sometimes wear leather. 5,000 people stood, applauding, honoring, grateful. At 100 years after Sarah's escape, the network was global institution. 500 locations worldwide. 25,000 women helped annually. Over 1 million total lives saved. The Hells Angels remained committed. 5th generation since Reaper. Same mission, same intensity. Our founders saved Sarah a century ago, current angels explained. That defined us. We're protectors. That's sacred. We maintain it. Always. The network had achieved something remarkable, creating system where asking for help guaranteed safety, where desperation met immediate response, where vulnerable people found protection. Sarah proved asking for help works, advocates explained. Reaper proved responding works. Together, they created model that saved over 1 million lives. That's their legacy. That's our responsibility. We maintain it forever. 150 years after Sarah's escape, her story remained foundational text in domestic violence education. Taught in universities, social work programs, law enforcement academies, the note that saved 1 million lives, textbook case of community-based protection working, Sarah's desperate ask, Reaper's immediate response, the movement that followed. The Hells Angels were no longer seen as criminals. They were recognized as protection organization. Partner to government agencies. Essential component of domestic violence response systems. They do what we can't, police admitted. Respond instantly, provide complete protection, credibly deter abusers. We've learned to work with them. They're invaluable. Sarah's Hope Network operated on 6 continents, 1,000 locations. 50,000 women helped annually. Over 5 million total lives saved across 150 years. The original compound where Sarah was taken, still operating, now a museum and training facility, preserved as monument to that desperate night. Visitors walked through recreated scenes, the gas station where Sarah wrote her note, the compound where she found safety, the room where Ghost forged her new identity. This is where it started, tour guides explained. One woman, one note, one biker. They created movement that saved millions. This ground is sacred. This story is essential. The napkin, Sarah's original note, was preserved, displayed in climate-controlled case. Millions viewed it annually. Please help. He's going to kill me and my kids. 9 words. Desperate, honest, transformative. These words saved Sarah, the display noted. They inspired Reaper. They created movement. They proved that asking for help, even from unlikely sources, can save your life. Never underestimate the power of desperate honesty. 200 years after Sarah's escape, her story remained central to domestic violence advocacy, the definitive proof that community protection works, that ordinary people, even scary-looking bikers, can create extraordinary safety. The Hells Angels continued, 7th generation since Reaper, still protecting, still responding, still honoring Sarah's desperate ask. She asked for help, members explained. We said yes. That exchange created our identity. We're protectors. That's who we are, forever. Sarah's Hope Network had helped over 20 million women across 2 centuries. Their families, over 40 million people, lived in safety because of that help. One note created this, historians concluded. One desperate woman asking for help, one compassionate biker responding. That's the power of community. That's the miracle of protection. That's Sarah and Reaper's legacy. The network continued growing, expanding to new regions, helping more women, creating more safety. Always based on Sarah's model: immediate protection, complete restart, lasting support. We're successful because we remember our roots, leadership explained. Sarah was hours from death when she asked for help. Reaper responded within minutes. That urgency, that commitment, we maintain it. Every woman who comes to us gets Sarah's experience. Complete protection, immediate action, no delays, no bureaucracy, just safety. And it worked. Century after century, million after million. The model proved itself endlessly, all traceable to one gas station, one napkin, one desperate note, one compassionate response. Sarah asked for help. Reaper said yes. The world transformed. That's the power of courage to ask. That's the power of compassion to respond. That's the power of community to protect, forever and always. One desperate note at a time, one immediate response at a time, one life saved at a time, creating safety, building hope, transforming millions. Because one woman found courage to ask for help from scary strangers, because one biker chose compassion over indifference, because community responded with overwhelming force. That's Sarah's lesson. That's Reaper's legacy. That's the Hells Angels' mission, protecting the vulnerable, responding to desperate cries. creating safety where none existed. Forever. Sarah proved asking works. Reaper proved responding works. Millions proved the model works. The cycle continues. The protection endures. The legacy lives. One note, one response, 1 million lives saved, and counting forever. Because courage to ask for help can save your life. Because compassion to respond can change the world. Because community protection creates miracles. Sarah and Reaper taught us we carry it forward, forever, one desperate woman at a time, one compassionate response at a time, one transformed life at a time. That's the mission. That's the legacy. That's the truth. Never forget it. Never stop asking for help when you need it. Never stop responding when others ask. Never underestimate the power of one desperate note. Sarah proved it. Reaper honored it. 20 million lives benefited forever.